Alright folks, so this is another video on animating. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to animate along a path, so it's actually using a CV path and curve path and using it as a motion path. So you're actually creating it and allowing objects to follow that path. I'm sure you can think of lots of options and lots of uses for this. And this example I've animated a simple car moving around a curve. So how did I get to this point? Well, if I just duplicate this car, move it over here, and what I'm going to do is just delete all this. I'm going to put this back down on here, and okay, so I've got a very simple car, and I'm going to draw a path. So if I go to modeling, and I want to get to create curve tools and CV curve tool. Okay, so the way this works is that you kind of, if I just click on here, grid, yeah, and then I'm going to draw in path. And there's all of the curve tools perform quite in a similar way, so it's kind of how, whichever one you want to use, the Bezier curve tool works in a similar way, but we've got a path now. Okay, and if I just go back to object mode. Okay, so what I want to do then is have the car and the path selected, holding down shift, so I've got those both selected. And then we need to come to animation, and we're going to go to this subset here. So this changed a little bit in the last set of Maya, but what it is, it's you're telling it to constrain to a path, so you're telling it to work around a path. So attach to motion path. So if I click on this, and I'm going to do time slider, so this is going to be the length of it from first frame to 120, and I want to make sure that the car is set up correctly, so the front of the car needs to be facing the right way, and the top of the car needs to be the right way up. At the minute, what we've got is, because this car is at an angle, it might look a bit odd, so I need to make sure that the car is nice and central, pointing in the right way. And what I'll do is I'll do edit, delete by type history, and I'll just reset the transformations, and then just scale it down again a little bit. Okay, that should be good. Right, so let's just get back to what we were doing then. So the car to be moving around the path, so holding down shift, I'm going to constrain motion paths, attach to motion path, and front needs to be, if we look down here you can see Z is pointing this way, so that's right. The top of the car is Y, up axis is Y, and time side is fine. So if we attach, and we can see that it's attached to the path now, and it's attached in that point because our slider was on the 34th frame. If we move this back to frame 1, then we can see that's going to go around the track and finally get to the end at 120. So let's just play that, see what it does. There we go. So it's coming around there nicely. You see how it's slowly speeding up and then going around and then making a stop. If you're happy with that, great. If not, remember to edit that. You need to go to Windows, Animation Editors, Graph Editor, and you need to make sure that you've got your path selected, your motion selected, and change the tangents to linear, and then that will straighten it all out. So if I hit play now, it's not beginning from a standstill. If I undo that, I quite like that. It feels a bit more realistic. Okay, cool. So very basic, a very easy way to animate things around a motion path, and have a play with this. Think about other things you could use this for, other techniques that could work for this. Remember, the path wouldn't be on show in your scene if you rendered this out. So if you think about things that you could use this for, obviously vehicles is an obvious one. Maybe it could be mechanisms on weapons. Maybe it could be bullets flying out of weapons, arrows, following like a curved path, all that sort of stuff. So have a play and see how you get on.